scared me. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm so excited to take you on a journey of how I built a spinning finger trap that is the RazorBey Beyblade. There it is. I know that some of you may have seen this done before, either on my channel or some other wild contraption that was horribly designed and bound to fail from the beginning. I shouldn't be talking. I did cut myself before this video started. That being said, please do not try this yourself. Even though I'm not an expert, I did take this project seriously and executed it safely. I already have an idea for this design from my previous success of my Razor Valkyrie. This time around, I wanted to 3D design a Beyblade that I can just attach razor blades onto. To keep things a bit more simple, I'm only going to be designing the Beyblade attack ring. That way, it's easy to combine with other Beyblade parts. And for this new design, I wanted to have the goal of shredding rather than making big cuts. This way, the Beyblade can continue to spin and shred its opponent rather than hitting it once and losing all of the momentum because you were aiming for a big cut. Let's talk about the razor blades for a second, because honestly, there's no way I'm fitting a normal sized razor blade onto a Beyblade. It would just cause it to be so big, and remember, we're going for shredding, not those large cuts. I decided to modify the razor blades by cutting them down with a Dremel to make them a lot easier to work with. With this in mind, I went ahead and started designing. I pulled the wings off one of my previous 3D designs called Darkness. This thing is a beauty, and if you want to see a video on it in the future, just let me know in the comment section below. Now that I have a starting point, it was time to put the razor blades in. I decided to go for just a clean cut, that way I could slide the razor blades in there with a little bit of super glue, keep it simple, and that should get the job done. And after a quick print, we have a success. The razor wings look great, and I think they'll function well with that double razor blade style. It's going to do a great job at just shredding up the opponent. With the wings nice and sharp, let's add them onto a Beyblade Burst Dynamite attack ring, and let's get this thing printed. And just as I was finishing up, I realized I made the wings too long. After a bit of redesigning, we get all 4 wings to fit on this Beyblade. It's ready to print, and I'm excited to do some testing. An initial launch to make sure no razor blades fly out, and this thing is looking great. So stable, and it can easily spin for well over a minute. Here are all the items that we have to shred today. So let's pick one and get started. Let's start with the only thing in the pile that's actually supposed to be shredded. I have my cheese, but how do I open it? I have an idea. And here we go for test number 1.
Are you kidding me? There are so many more cuts than I expected. What?
Let's take a closer look from another angle. Not only did the Beyblade shred the cheese in a split second, it also punched a hole through my stadium wall. After the first test, I can see that this thing is not messing around. It touched the cheese for a split second and left so many cuts, some pretty deep ones as well. I hope you don't mind this duct tape patch on my stadium for the rest of the video. What's better to go with shredded cheese than shredded hot dog? If I'm being honest, that slightly terrified me, but I also found it kind of satisfying, so I did it again. I'll let you enjoy this clip. And with the hot dog completely shredded up, I mean, we took chunks out of this thing. I'm definitely gonna think twice before sticking my wiener in a stadium again. On to the water balloon we go. With a one-hit burst finish, I think we're ready for a stronger opponent. That brings us to the egg. It took a few more hits, but we did get that burst finish. And I noticed something that you may not have caught. The initial contact with the razor blades against the eggshell actually caused a spark. That is not something I expected, and I'm just amazed I caught it in slow motion. There's one opponent left. This is going to be the toughest and messiest opponent of them all. I took extra precautions with this one, setting up shields all around my stadium to help block that incoming spray of Red Bull. Those shields helped, but they didn't block everything. Just look at this can spin around in an attempt to spray my entire room with Red Bull. And listen to the live reaction of when I realized my Beyblade was soaking in Red Bull. I just love the soft panic in my voice. And the Beyblade throughout this entire video remained unscathed. The damage done to the Red Bull was a little less than I was hoping for. We have a big gash where the Beyblade initially hit, and one more cut. That's pretty much it. I was hoping this time we wouldn't burst ourselves in the process of taking down the Red Bull, but it looks like next time I'll have to go a little bigger. And after checking my sandwich for razor blades, I thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.